Reyna is a tranquil little town about a 2-hour drive north of Oslo. It has 2 hotels, a tavern, and an abandoned factory. Here, just like the rest of Norway, people are grieving and outraged. Anders Breivik, who has admitted he was the mass murderer, was their neighbor.
Force between us. I was shocked because he were building bombs there, and we have a little child at home, and he built bombs. And what if something went wrong and it blew up over there? Then we could get hurt.
Breivik lived as a recluse on his out-of-the-way farm where he could build his bomb undisturbed, using thousands of kilos of chemical fertilizer that he had stored. He portrayed himself as an organic farmer, but not everyone in Reyna was fooled.
One of the neighbors commented when he met him that he was obviously not a farmer. So this neighbor who is a farmer was or became somewhat suspicious.
But generally Breivik was safe from suspicion. He even seemed to be sociable.
The last time he ate here was on June the 13th. He went out to smoke and chatted with me and asked me where I came from. I told him Turkey. Then he asked if everyone working here was Turkish. I said no, 2 are Turkish and 3 are Bulgarian.
In Reyna, Breivik concealed his extreme nationalist, hate-filled views and his plans for death and destruction. He's admitted to shooting and killing 68 young people on the island of Utoya. He's also confessed that he planted a bomb in Oslo's government district that killed another 8 people, all part of a carefully crafted plan.
This perpetrator is a highly unstable person and also a megalomaniac who actually believes he can gain an audience for his delusions by massacring innocent young people. That's extremely destructive. It points directly to psychological personality defects of the kind you see with all extreme criminals, including the ideological ones, and like what we know from historical Nazism as well.
Breivik pieced his ideology together from things he found on the internet. He copied parts of his rambling 1,000-page manifesto from right-wing blogs and various internet forums. He posted his own extreme anti-Muslim rants for many years without attracting any attention from law enforcement.
It certainly is a challenge for them, this rise in the internet extremism, if you can call it that, because these guys get radicalized and through the internet, and it's really difficult to follow them because they use nicknames and anonymous names and different names.
Generally, right-wing extremists have been less active in Norway than in other Scandinavian countries. On the other hand, the right-wing populist party won 23% of the vote in the last national election with their anti-immigrant platform. Now the party downplays the fact that Breivik was once a member.
I've heard he used to be a member of our party's youth organization, and he left it a few years ago. Aside from that, we don't know much about him. He was very low profile.
The responsibility of these kinds of right-wing populist parties is of course only indirect, but they do bear responsibility for what they say and any false assertions. And with the Norwegian Progress Party, for example, that can take many forms. At first, like its Danish counterpart, the party was opposed to high taxes. And then, in the late 1990s, it radicalized after its chairman at the time declared immigrants were to blame. And that was the era when the perpetrator was active in this party.
Norway was ill-prepared for such an attack from one of its own. The assault on Utoya Island went on for more than 90 minutes before police arrived. Now, traditionally liberal Norway is looking for a way to appropriately bring an admitted mass murderer to justice.